All right, well, let's get started. We're back with Blueprints. It's been a while, over a week, since we've played any Blueprints, which is good because I have been thinking about it a lot after our last time, because we're in kind of an interesting spot with this game, in that I don't really know what to do next. I know there is more stuff to do. Clearly, there are more mysteries to be discovered, but for the first time in history, it's going to start raining men. For the first time, I don't have a very clear sense of what to, like, where to put my energy into figuring out the next thing. Because the big roadblock in front of me seems to be this door in the tunnel, this blue door in the tunnel. And I just have no leads on that. So I started thinking about where I started sorting my information a little bit. And I think I have a few things. Since the last stream, I started thinking about where do I have to potentially put in answers, right? One obvious place would be computer terminals. I think there's still probably a lot more there in some of those, particularly the admin one in the grotto, but we need to figure out another admin key that isn't, associated with any of the staff or something like that. The second place that occurred to me is the chess puzzle. Are there other ways to utilize the chess puzzle? The castle puzzle is right there, but that's just sort of a picture. I can't really interact with it as far as I can tell. Maybe I can, and I need to double check it, but are those two related, or are those two separate? I have a few theories about what to do with castle. And then the other thing I was thinking of, and this is something that Mrs. Babbage actually sort of alerted my thoughts to, is the angel statues in the tomb, and there possibly being an alternative order to that. And there's something Mrs. Babbage said in one of her notes, that Herbert had started referring to them in their original order, not in the more modern order. So that was interesting. But how to find out those things is very much a mystery to me. So I started thinking about, okay, where do I need to go to find more information? Well, one of the big things I need to do is continue drafting blue rooms on rank 8 to get secret memos. I think that's a huge thing. A lot of the memos have been kind of just specifically related to that room, like related to how to solve whatever puzzle in that room, but some of them have implied more generalized things. So I'm very curious to keep doing that, because I think that's going to be a good source of information. Potentially the treasure trove is a spot where we'll start getting more information. It seems like it might be more of an insular puzzle than I thought, that the treasure trove might be helping me figure out something in the treasure trove, but because it keeps referencing the true treasure of the trove, but maybe it's referencing bigger stuff as well. There's also, of course, the staff announcements on the computer, so I'm going to keep looking for those. And then I started thinking about puzzles that don't have solutions yet. The biggest one is castle. In the chessboard room. And I did do a little thinking about and digging on that off stream with my existing notes and photos and all that stuff. And so I need to figure out what to do with that. But what I started doing was I drew out castle, and then I noticed there's actually a few things that were interesting. The first thing that occurred to me was the cat picture in the kennel has the CA, and then it stretches down and there's the T in the bottom left. And then that reminded me of the cloister and the fact that there are letters on the cloister starting with a C in the top left and a T in the bottom right. That also puts an X and an E in the bottom left and an X in the top right. And then the X made me think of the locker clue, 6 or O. And of course the IOO in a row made me think of the grotto clue. So I started thinking, are these all connected? So far, I am very much confused by this. If I try to put them together, it feels, I don't know. It feels like it's not getting anywhere. But we'll have to see if I find more things that seem to be referencing that. Beyond that, there's I've checked out a new clue from the library again because I feel like there's more there. I realized I haven't solved. I was looking through the pages a little bit, and I realized I haven't really solved everything in that, I think. But yeah, let's jump in. Let's see what we encounter and go from there. Day 99 is where we're at. Day 99. Yeah. Nine blue clues on the wall, 90 blue clues, oh my god. Basically that. Alright, we got 2 gems. We have 64 allowance. Because we're awesome like that. Alright, we're gonna go draft an outer room. This is filled, I think, right? Yeah. The other thing that is of major note, Frog is 98 of your 99 problems. That's very true. The other thing that is a major change from last time is we don't have a foundation. Last time I made the fun choice of drafting the foundation into the outer room, and then it got stuck there, and we had to use some repellent to get rid of it. So now I don't have a foundation, which does mean, so we have, I think, 4 or 5 days left of no foundation because it repels it for a week, the repellent spray. So we're not going to have a foundation for a few days, but it does mean that once the foundation re-enters the draft pool, I could potentially replace it on the map in a new spot. But it does mean that my back and forths to the underground are going to be a lot harder as of right now. So with that in mind, yeah, let's see what we have here. Okay, let's do a shrine. Let's do a shrine, and I'm pretty sure. Okay, one of my big things I do want to do is redo the the monk. So it looks like 13 or 14 Hello, Moose. We'll do it. Yeah. Blessing of the Monk. For 3 days. That way I can still fulfill a couple of my theories that I wanted to do. Ending in the antechamber, ending in the entrance hall again, and working from there. I kind of suspect that other than potentially those 2 rooms, and room 46, which we've already done, which lets you see the will ahead of time, that other than those 2 rooms, everything else you might be able to draft outside might just be kind of a, if you want the benefit of it early, but we'll see. Let's get drafting and see what we can find today. I love a breakfast nook. Oh, we have the master key. I can grab the master key. We might as well do that, actually. There we go. We have a master key. So we literally don't need to worry about keys at all today because we have a key card and a master key right off the bat. And then I can always drop this back off in the coat check another day. So, love that for me. Let's go commissary first. And try to buy just everything. Yeah. Salt shaker. Sledgehammer. Metal detector. Lovely. I could even buy some gems, huh? Let's buy a couple of them right off the bat. That way if I find a room I really want, I don't have to avoid it. Let's go laboratory first. Edgar. Aren't you hacking up a lung over there? Key. Again, we're not worried about keys really, but... Oh my god. Let's do that. Yeah, we'll do the permanently increase your lockpicking skills. It's not going to matter too much today. I don't know if there's like a limit to how much you can raise your lockpicking skills, but do I actually care about security today? Maybe we wait on that because I have... Hi, Witchy Queen, thank you for the follow. Because I've got a security card and a master key, do I really care about getting into security right now? Maybe I wait, and drafting the office, or like not drafting, but accessing the office or the shelter may be better, actually. Hi, David. Edgar gets a snacky. Okay. Edgar can get a snacky. Edgar. Snack time for the pity. Yeah? Look at the wagging tail. You're very happy about this, aren't you? Come here. Come here, baby. Come on. There's my baby face. Scoops. Oh. What kind of snack is that? The ones I'm giving him? They're just little chicken nibbles. Thank you, David. Yeah, hi, baby. They're just little chicken nibbles. How are you? How's your morning? I suppose it's probably early afternoon for you, huh? Tea. It's 1:30. Yeah. No, it's fully 10:30 here. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, let's get drafting. I thought you said you went to the gym already. That's doing something. Hi, Josh. How are you? Ooh, Darkroom seems kind of terrible here, but could be funny. But we'll just do security. Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't you, like, literally say you went to the gym earlier? I'm like, that is success. Good for you. You're already doing great. Alright, set security level. We'll set it to high, because we do have a key card. We'll still set it to unlocked. This has beef and cheese treats for the dog. Oh, just a cheeseburger. Medium intensity, give it a 2.53. That's fair. But sometimes medium intensity is good. You don't have to go at your hardest every day, you know, as long as you're making progress. Alright, we'll do closet here. Although some of these blue rooms, I do want to start drafting higher up. Alright, we'll draft this, because rank 8. Alright, we will do workshop. I don't even really... We'll grab this. But we don't even need the workshop right now. But it's good to have. Let's buy the rest of these gems. Just buy ourselves out here. These are terrible options. We'll do a spare green room. I guess we'll go parlor. The gems are probably better than 4 coins. This wind-up key. I'm still gonna hang on to it, actually. I'm gonna hang on to the wind-up key. Chapel. Let's do secret passage and pick green rooms. We're gonna be on the outside wall, so we'll pick a green room. Hi, Rural. How are you? Slow and steady wins the race. That is true, unless it's a sprint. What does a frog have in common with a prophylactic? They're riveted for your pleasure. I like that. Ooh, I don't love these. So we'll do the aquarium. Shovel. Alright. Alright, well, we're gonna lose that little square, but that's fine. We'll do veranda. We're running through gems, but it's fine. Can we get a dead end here? No, but a conservatory is good. Gems? Keys. This could be a good run to find a laundry room. Okay, do I want any of these to be more or less common? Mount Holly gift shop, I'm okay with that being uncommon. Gymnasium is fine where it is. Bedroom closet. Maybe we make this standard instead of common, since it's a dead end. Josh snatching the crown, okay. make that happen. Alright, we'll do... I could do garage and go outside, but no, I can't do garage. We'll do chapel. Ding. VIP. Okay. I'm out of gems, which actually makes me a little uncomfortable. Den gives me 1 gem. Passageway is pretty good there. Let's actually do passageway. I'm gonna draft this room, see what it is. Do break room there. And we'll go this way. Go across. My special key. Oh, master key. Of course, yeah. Of course my special key is the master key. What are we even doing today? Pool goes up. I don't have gems, though. Has to be corridor. Hallway has a locked trunk. Could give us gems. More keys. Okay, now I kind of want a laundry room. We'll do boudoir here because it'll get me dice and 1 gem. So that'll be something. Where the wind-up key is going to be for something else. There's no way they thought to like let you put it in your inventory and have it not be something. Okay, well, I can redraw. It might be good. Well, maybe I save my redraws. I'll take the observatory and save my redraws. Because we're not worried about keys or anything like that. Okay, yeah. This is why. So we have a chance of getting a lot more gems now. Yeah, honestly, a laundry room would be kind of insane today. Because I can just turn my keys into gems. Which might be the way. Den gives me a gem, so we'll take it. So useless when you have all the coins. I know. I mean, I have found it useful before, you know, even when I do start with 64 coins, because it means I can literally just buy everything a million times. Pantry goes somewhere, so we'll do it. But I really want some doors here. More than anything else. Dining room is 2 doors. Oof. Wasn't a great choice, was it? Hi, spirited youth. So maybe in the parking lot, Frog, we're fighting a Kesha concert? I mean, yes. We had fun. Drawing room sounds fine here. It'll refund the gem and give us some good drafting options out of here. But I'm a little frustrated that we don't seem to be getting anything really useful. Okay, we can do dark room. Gives me 2 doors. You're totally not jealous or hateful or anything? Aw. Love you, mean it. Sorry. It has quieted your anger. Okay, good. Just pick the first one. As long as it's not a furnace, I'm okay with it. Dining room is fine here. That's actually a really good thing that could have been. Oh, okay, that was just that. Right, we'll go down, try to draft a dead end. Nursery is actually great because it usually refunds its gem. It didn't. It gave me a fruit instead. Damn it. It's like 9 times out of 10 it's a gem there. Not today. Alright. Let's go up from the dining room first. West Wing Hall seems pretty good. Patio would be good if I had more green rooms anywhere nearby. Do West Wing Hall. It can only show up here, so might as well. Dinner is served. Just go up. Fill out this corner. Utility closet's actually fine in the corner here, and that'll let me. It doesn't matter. We'll turn on the dark room. So now we can draft out of the dark room without worrying about it. Love that for me. Ooh, planetarium, huh? Let's grab the planetarium. Should have a die and a dirt pile. And then if I get a telescope, I can potentially find another planet. What is this, trophy room? It's fine, we'll have dinner. We have plenty of steps. It's like I still have a break room somewhere, don't I? Nom nom nom. Lockpicking kit. Not that exciting, to be honest. I need gems. Kennel's fine here, it gets us through. Oh, hang on. Planetarium is a blue room on rank 8. I need to be thinking about that. That's a blue room on rank 8 I haven't looked at yet. There should be a hidden memo here. There it is. The Inkwell is not the largest constellation. I was wondering about that. That's actually a really good tip because I keep thinking, oh, I should get, I should raise my stars past 50. And then every time I get to 50, I'm so tempted by the power of the Inkwell that I just use up all my stars. So we should not do that because I need to see if there's a better constellation or just something that's even, more significant. I think what we'll do is we'll take the bedroom here. There might be gems in here. Come on, gems. No, coins? Really? Ugh. The worst. Okay. Gymnasium's fine. Gymnasium's fine. We have lights off. Gives me 2 doors. And it's free. Let's go down. Let's grab a storeroom here. Kind of a nice little dead end. God, what I wouldn't kill for a laundry room at this point. But it needs to be in the right spot. Ooh, I have very few options here. Pool gets me both directions I need, but it does use my frickin' gem. So we'll do the pool. Nanner. Okay, Geist bedroom gets me more dice. Study will get me 1 gem. We'll do the bedroom. More dice. Hello, Draxus. You spooky ghosty you. Okay, yeah, we need something that goes through. So we're gonna redraw. I need anything that goes through. East Wing Hall. That'll do it. I have not spent a lot of time in this room. I feel like more of these rooms have things I should be able to break, you know? Yeah, I've only drafted this room 7 times. We're on run 99. And I've just barely drafted this room. Okay. Alright, well. Let's go up. Alright, now what I need are blue rooms. Conference room is wonderful here. Gives me 2 doors. Alright, there should be a blue memo in here. It's going to be underneath the red one? Yeah. Okay, interesting. Red memos created by Kirk Darren, approved by Baron, arguably the estate's primary security. Interesting. That is very cryptic. That is very cryptic. Is that just saying, you know, oh, I mean, it's telling us a little more about Kirk Darren. Interesting. Okay. So we can try redrawing here to get even more blue rooms, but I feel like that might be difficult. Is library one I've seen before? It has. Hall path, yeah, so that's not that helpful. We've already seen the study as well. So actually those won't help us in terms of our blue options here. Ooh, we don't have enough for the treasure trove. I could do the sauna. That's one I haven't done. That I haven't seen the blue memo for. Let's do that. Should get me a gem too. This is a blue room. There it is. Saunas common in businesses and residences in Korerica, which I think is just probably trying to tell us that it's cold in Korerica, which we already knew, but whatever. There's a wine cellar finally. We'll just do pump room, get the way through here. Oh. Oh, I didn't realize I still had the aquarium drained. Huh. Could just do the kitchen there so I can buy some food and then do a little walking around. Or I could do Lost and Found, hopefully not lose my master key, and potentially get a... I'm gonna do that. And potentially get a telescope. I lost my lockpick kit. These are not good items. Prism key and stopwatch. None of that's helpful. Okay, well, I was hoping for a telescope. So, with that, the run's basically over, but we can do a couple things. I can recheck the master key, which I think is worth doing. I should have just, again, gotten the gems out of the parlor. I don't know why I keep obsessing over gems. Why are... This room, this feels so suspicious to me that there's nothing I can do in here. So let's recheck the master key. And then we'll end in the entrance hall, I think. And then tomorrow, all I have to do is draft any form of... I just need to get my hands on a sledgehammer, and I can try smashing the pots in the entrance hall in there. We did, in theory, permanently raise our lockpicking skill, so that's something. Okay. Check item, master key. And then we're gonna call it a day here. So tomorrow we can draft the entrance hall again outside. Okay. So we'll have... Honestly, not a lot for tomorrow. We'll have 20 extra steps, but no bonus gems beyond the 2, no other stuff. It's fine. We gained a little information today. Probably the biggest was the planetarium information. That's honestly probably the most important bit that we learned. Let's call it a day in here. Then we'll redraft the entrance hall outside and see if we can get a sledgehammer. Garden House of Cogs. Okay. Save and continue.